Every time I want to make $100,000, I think about what's my $100,000 plan. What am I going to exchange right now to pull out my next $100,000? You understand me? So if you want to make $100,000, it ain't hard, but you got to have a plan for it. You understand me? So, you know, I made $100,000 a lot of times in my life now. And the last time I did it happened because I sat down with this. This is the secret weapon. I sat down with this. I said, all right, what product, what service am I going to create? And how we going to get to $100,000? Now, I could have said, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get 100 people to give me $1,000, right? 100 times 1,000, that's $100,000, right? All right, well, you know, that's a possibility, and that's based on where I'm at today because, you know, I got a platform, I know how to build things of that nature. But before I had my first one, I had to create a product that a lot of people would like, right? First $100,000 month came from gold water, right? Building gold water up and being able to service a lot of people with that product. So I had to say, well, you know, how much does gold water cost? If we charging people $50 per bottle, how much do I have to sell in order for that to be 100,000? But then I said, well, we're not just selling gold water. You understand me? Let's say if we take our best month and I can do ×3 of that, and let's say that this is possible. Then I go look at the metrics of where it's working. I say, well, the marketing is working. All right, we're doing organic. Let's double down on this marketing. And then that should get us at least 1.5 times that results or twice those results. All right, let's do that. Cool. So therefore we can increase sales in that particular area. You understand me? Now, let's say, what about my other products? So let's double down on the same thing for each one of those other products. Well, what type of marketing is working? What type of branding? What type of sales strategy is working? Take each one of those, see if we can double down in those areas. Then I need to go divide that by, you know, the month, right? So what do I need to make every single day in order for me to get that $100,000, right? Or if you're going at it for a year, how much do I need to make per day? And not just per day out of 365, because you may not make that. We can break it down to a work week, maybe 5 days a week, maybe 4, depending on how fast you want to get there. It goes to my old saying, what you do frequently becomes your frequency. Everything is an arithmetic, right? Everything is a formula, right? You can literally write down your plan for every single dollar amount that you want, and you can work it on a daily basis till you get there. It's not saying that day one you're going to make that amount that's going to add up, but consistency is going to drive you to start creating your number to become the standard, right? $100,000 is no longer my goal, right? It got to be $1 million and up. That's the only way. And then anytime you have a number, you want to overshoot that number. You may be going for 100,000, never go for 100,000. You want to go for 500,000 or 300,000. So therefore, what's going to happen is, let's say, 1 second. Let me pull up the calculator while we're doing this. So we go get to it. We're going to get to it. So let's say out of a year, right? I want to make $100,000. Right, divided by 365, that's $273 per day, right? So that's $273 per day. So let's say you got a $20 product. You got a $20 product, right? So you know you need to sell 14 to $20 products, right? So that's 14. Right now, there's different ways that you can do this because you can create bundle packages to get this done as well, right? So let's say you got 14 products. Now, it's a population of 7 billion people on the planet Earth, right? You just need to get to 14 of them every day. But you don't have to always get to 14. You need $273 per day to make that $100,000 goal that you may have, which is why I say don't go for your goal. But you want to maybe go for 200,000, right? So you're going to times that by 2 and you will go to try to make 547, right? So now you're trying to make $547 per day. So let's say that you don't make that goal. Even if you only make half of that goal, you still hitting at your $100,000, right? But what it's going to do is going to have you creating formulas, mathematics, putting energy and effort and strategy, right? Overexerting on the plan, you understand me? And still hitting your original target goal. But you're going to find that some days you may hit 500. Some days you may hit half of that, right? So you don't want to just go for your target. Always go overboard. You understand me? So even if you don't hit, you're still reaching your goal, right? Your original intended target, right? And that's a methodology. But like I said, what you want to do is you want to make sure you always have something to exchange for that which you want. Never have a goal without a plan. You understand me? So for me, every time I say I want to make 100,000, all right, cool. What am I going to exchange for that? You understand me? I need something to exchange. And then I have to look at, what do I have? All right, well, I got my own health business. I got the Crown. I got my service. I can do consultation. I can create education. I can go speak. I can create a product, whatever it is. Then I'm going to break that down. Maybe I don't need to sell each product. You understand me? All at once, but I can break those products into a portfolio. You understand me? And then you have different platforms, right? All right, what I'm going to sell on YouTube. What is this platform better for? I'm going to break that down. Facebook, because I'll be forgetting about Facebook. I got 50,000 followers on the page. I forget about. I got 30,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. I ain't even been building. You understand me? So I say, well, let me break those up then. Cool. Let me build that up. So now I got a podcast that I'm about to hit 1 million streams on, that I'm just doing organic, that I ain't even tripping off of. So let's put something into the podcast as well. I got a text community where I have tens of thousands of people, or over 20,000 people on that one going strong. Well, let me break that up too. All right, I'm building a community, right? Then I got an Instagram, you understand me, creeping up on 500,000 soon. So cool, we can do that. Then they got TikTok, right? Because remember, you don't have to have a huge platform if you only need 14 people per day and you got a $20 product. Now, if you want to go there faster, you create a $40 product and you only need 7 people per day, right? A $40 product and you only need 7 people per day. So you can change the strategy up depending on how you want to do it and how you want to get there. But I would divide all these platforms up, and then you got the in-person strategy. You can go do vending. You can do direct to customer sales doing in person, right? Then I can do affiliate. All right, I got affiliate. I can have other people selling for me. I provide the product, do the shipping, right? So let's do that. I got social media. I got in person, guerrilla marketing tactics. You understand me? Each one of these things are going to bring me an income in. Each one of these are going to bring me some money. Maybe one bring me 2. Maybe one bring me 3 customers. Maybe one bring me 5 customers. Maybe one bring me 10. But you're talking about $100,000. That's not a lot of money when you breaking down and you talking about, I'm just trying to get 7 to 14 customers per day. You mean you only need 7 people to come in your business, or 14 people to come in your business and spend per day, and you can't make $100,000? Like, we're talking about a $20 or to a $40 product. That's why salesman is still one of the number one skill sets that's going to allow you to get paid, because if you know how to talk and communicate, right, and you know how to sell, shoot, you're going to get paid for the rest of your life. You know what I'm talking about? So that's very easy. A person, how I'm going to do that, man? How is that hard? But you want to make a t-shirt? You want to go find somebody else's product and sell it? You want to go on eBay and sell a product? You want to go on Facebook Marketplace? You want to take an NFT, a digital product? I don't care how you hustle, but you got to get up and you got to do so. It could be your service. You can sell one product on one site and then teach people, say, hey, look, I just sold a $20 product. I will tell you how I did that for $20. I sold a $40 product. I'll teach you how to sell a $40 product for $40. You go take that game and you do whatever you want to it, right? I sold a $100,000 product. I'll teach you for $100,000, maybe not 100. You get what I'm saying, though. So today we got unlimited amount of resources, but nobody wants to do the math. The math break this down to make it easy for everybody, right? So for me, it only works when I do the math. When I write it down, I mean, I'm talking about it's impeccable when I write it down. It always happens whenever I write it down. Because the pen is mightier than the sword, my Lord. Come on, man. So a lot of people you write are scared of sales. And, you know, I'm a firm believer of pushing people, right? Oh, I'm an introvert. I don't want to be, I don't want to do, I don't want to do. It's too much of that exists in society where they just say, let people be. Push people to become more. Push people to realize more of their power, more of their might, more of their skill sets. My older brother used to push me to do things all the time I did not want to do, and I discovered myself through adversity. I discovered myself because, nah, you got to go talk to this person. You got to go. I don't feel like it, then you got to. Otherwise, I'm going to beat you. I'm all right, forget it. Then I do it and realize that wasn't so bad. I'm actually good at that. You understand me? So it's too many people that say, well, that's just not their thing. I don't like being in front of the camera. Well, that's fine. I didn't ask you what you like to do. You told me what the goal was, and I'm telling you what you need to do in order to meet that goal. I'm not trying to make it comfortable for you. You can make it comfortable for you when you put in enough work and you figure out a way, you understand me, to make this situation more comfortable towards your liking. But work. We talking about ancestors who were, you know, in the course of America, right? Ancestors who were slaves. We had ancestors who were warriors and had to fight multiple wars for America, for the Indians, for themselves, in Mexico. You understand me? Not because they wanted to, because that's what they needed to do in order to maintain a level of freedom, right? So for me, I don't respect the idea of only doing what you're comfortable with doing. Like, that's a soft society that pushes that narrative. So about, if you don't do it, you're robbing your future self. So the arithmetic of it is important. Now, understanding from this perspective, what is a frequency, right? So let's say we taking a chart, right? The same chart you look and you can tell if somebody is alive, right? We look at that frequency, right? So let's say, you know, when we talking about what you do frequently becomes your frequency, it's a superpower, but to understand how you really supposed to apply these laws, and you can govern your life by those on a daily basis. So every day I'm going to learn, let's take NFTs. How do I get good at these, something like that, or cryptocurrency? Every day I'm going to learn something about NFTs, right? So the frequency of that, let's count that as what they consider to be a hertz. Let's say that's 1 hertz and we measuring a frequency, right? So let's say that's 1 hertz every single day, right? Now, let's say that the frequency of mastery for NFTs is 1,000. Well, let's say, actually, let's do is 730 hertz. So let's say that the frequency for mastery, I got to reach the frequency of my goal in order to be able to produce it and live it out. So at a pace of 1 hertz per day of me learning something, right, it would take me 2 years, 730 days in order to become a master at it.